everyone, it's Cleo here, and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 ugliest ponies of all time. Now, this isn't about the cartoon ponies or about any kind of random fakies. This is specifically the ugliest ponies Hasbro has ever released. Obviously, they release lines of ponies, so for example, if you found the G4 mold, that general one, to be ugly, you'd think every single one was ugly. So we're just going to kind of pick out one from each line where that applies. I'm not saying I find those ponies ugly, we're just not spoiling the list. Okay, so in 10th place, and this being the lowest, number 1 being the highest on the list, we have this styling Pip Petals. She's a styling head of a G4 mold they've recycled for G5. As you can see, this is originally what it was supposed to look like, and now this is the Pip kind of repainting they've done on the same mold. It looks so bad, the eyes are so obviously way too short, and now she has a massive forehead, and even more strangely, she has no eyebrows, and the G5 ponies have to have eyebrows, otherwise their eyes just look strange. She's not the worst they've ever released, sadly, but it's pretty bad, and it looks kind of human-y. It's not good. In 9th place, we have G3.5 Sweetie Belle. All the G3.5 ponies are really ugly, and most people agree with that. But this particular one, in my opinion, was the ugliest. They actually all had a unique mold for all of the 7 main characters, but Sweetie Belle was a bit younger, so they decided, why don't we give her an even bigger head relative to her body size, which makes her look even stranger. Something about the mouths on these ponies just looks like a beak to me. They are so bad. I don't know why they made them like that. In 8th place, we have Newborn Cuties Rainbow Dash. Once again, all the Newborn Cuties were really ugly. But there's something about this Rainbow Dash that just looked even worse than the others. And that is the fact that the legs are bending the opposite way. And I know why they've done it. It's because, of course, when a human baby crawls, they do it like that because we have knees that bend the opposite way to a horse. But horses don't ever crawl. And even if they did, they would be incapable of bending their leg that way. It just looks awful. In 7th place, we have Guardians of Harmony Twilight. Now, this one seems like an odd placement because generally the Guardians of Harmony toys were fine. They were not too ugly at all. But this one is awful. For a start, her head looks so wide, the eyes look like they're a million miles apart, the horn is super chunky, and worst of all, they gave her an angry, snarling expression, and they didn't paint her teeth in. I have never seen a release of this toy with painted teeth. They are just purple, the same as the rest of her body. Why give her a snarling expression if you weren't going to paint them in? It looks absolutely awful, and that's largely why she even made it onto this list. Number 6, we have the Betty Bye Eye ponies. I literally can't remember the name of this particular one, but I picked it out not because its face is really any worse than the other Betty Bye Eye ponies from G1. It's really just that the colours seemed a little bit uglier on this one because they're all awful. These eyes were supposed to be like doll eyes, and they're supposed to, when you lie the pony down, they close. As far as I know, that did work, but the trouble is, they rusted up very badly over time because these are old. We've seen what they look like when they age, and then the eyes look like this, and it's even worse. And it looked bad to start with, but now it just looks demented. Number 5, we have Pony Life, but specifically we have Potion Nova. Now, anybody who watches this channel knows how much I absolutely hate Pony Life. In a lot of ways, I think they're the ugliest ponies of all time because of the giant pointy cat ears and the zero chin element. But Potion Nova is even worse than the other ones because she's this random OC character they introduced to the main 6 for some reason, and she looks super similar to Rarity, and I just don't know why they made her. She could have been anything. And you gave her this cutie mark, and you made her look just like Rarity. Why? Why would you do that? In 4th place, we have the Silly Faces ponies. They were absolutely awful. And I have picked out Rainbow Dash to be the worst one, but it is very debatable which one is worst. I think I chose Rainbow Dash because of the orangey, pale colour tongue that just looks like she's ill. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. Why would you make this? You press the button, she gives a different expression. It's not cute. I guess it's funny, in a way, if you like a pony that's hairy. Yeah, can't understand why they made it. I'm kind of surprised myself not putting this at number 1. I think there would be a good argument to be made for putting it number 1, but we continue. In 3rd place, we have the Ponyville figures. Now, all of these are awful. They made them look like human beings. They stand on 2 legs, and just look at this, look at this. But I chose this gymnastic Scootaloo because it's a pony doing the splits with its arm hooves above its head. I don't know why they went through a phase of wanting to make their ponies look like human beings. If I wanted a pony that looked like a human being, I would just get a human doll. But no, they had to go and combine both, and it wasn't popular because who would like this? No one ever looked at their pony and thought, wouldn't it be better if it could do gymnastics though? In second place, there is the Smashin' Fashion Ponies. They are so bad. It's just a spin-off of Pony Life, but on this occasion they decided, what if you could turn them into anthro ponies as well? And that was the worst idea ever, but of these ponies, which are all diabolical, this one is the worst. The shining armor one, because look at the eyebrows. He doesn't have those in the show. Why? Well, maybe he did in Pony Life, I never watched that, but why? The girl characters don't have them, so why does he need these giant anime eyebrows? It looks so ugly. Look at him in his little suit, standing up on his broken-looking legs. Oh my god. It's just so ugly, I can't. And in first place, we have the greatest pony ever. It's Brad. Okay, technically not a pony, but the Equestria Girls line was released by Hasbro, and it does have the My Little Pony branding on it, and of those dolls, which are all pretty bad, in my opinion, the absolute worst one was the Flash Sentry doll, aka Brad. He's looking in opposite directions, he looks like a demented version of Donny Osmond. He's just awful, maybe one of the worst toys ever made. And I think they made 2 of him, because obviously it wasn't enough to sell him once, we have to sell him twice. The mind boggles. Yes, technically not a pony, and in that case, if you want to discount this one, then the previous one is the worst and ugliest pony. But if we include the Equestria Girls dolls, and I do personally, then this guy is the ugliest pony of all time. He's the furthest removed from a pony, and as I say, he's demented Donny Osmond, and with that, we close the video. Let me know in the comments what you think to these ugly ponies, what in your opinion is the ugliest one, I would love to know. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.